Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video here on Bitcoin. We'll do a full update. We'll talk about everything you need to know. All right, we'll talk about all the relevant factors and relevant fundamentals I think you need to know about when we're talking about Bitcoin here. So let's get right into it. I mean, at the moment, reached all-time highs just 3 hours ago, at least Coinbase price, because actually CME price, all right, so the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, I think, from the US, it already hit 100,000. That's trading at a premium, which is in itself bullish. But no, hit all-time highs right there at 99,500, and it still looks good. All right, across the board right here, it's obviously possible that we get some sort of a flush. I mean, if you take a look at, and I do think this is important to know, I do think funding rates are elevated again, but they're not as elevated as they were, for example, last week, Monday. So this is fine. Some altcoins, look, and this is certainly a possibility, and you should be prepared for it, that if Bitcoin does a little bit of a sneeze, so it does something like this, like altcoins, especially given the Bitcoin dominance right now, which is still very high and bullish, altcoins can move down a lot. But I see no reason yet why I would think that altcoins are going to turn bearish, right, on the higher time frames. Some weaker altcoins might, but a lot of strong altcoins over the last week, I think, will just spike down and then instantly recover. Because if you take a look at the circumstances right now, first of all, Bitcoin technically is still very strong. I mean, if you go to the 15-minute time frame, had a bit of a drop here from that all-time high. But then at the 236 Fib, which is the weakest Fibonacci level out there, we already find this much support. And then at the same point of time, looking at all the real fundamentals, USDT dominance is still bearish right here. It's getting close to a strong support level, but I don't think we're there yet. I still think we have some room to drop down into that level. But when we drop down into that level, that's, I think, a good area to de-risk, all right? Because USDT dominance being at a support means that some cashing out is probably going to happen. But then if you take a look at the stock markets, pre-market is trading a little bit lower, but these are all still looking bullish, right? So S&P, NASDAQ right here, same thing. And then Russell 2000 also got a nice bounce, and Russell 2000, in my eyes, is most important, or at least gives us some sort of a more direct assessment of what to expect from Bitcoin. Dollar strength index, still bullish. Gold, still bullish. So that's considered relatively bearish for Bitcoin. But that has been the case for the entire time that Bitcoin has been bullish over the last weeks, right? So will that matter much? I don't think so. Gold, not so much, but gold has been bullish since last week, Thursday. And in that time, since last week, Thursday, we obviously made a ton of new highs. So I still think at the moment, really great. Like I said, funding rates are quite elevated. That's why I do think you need to you need to have some limit orders set up for altcoins if we do get some sort of a flush, but the Coinbase premium is still ridiculously high. Yesterday, I'm not going to be able to find this data. Well, no, I might be able to find this data. Yeah, so yesterday we had some amazing news again, like a ton of different news. If this actually is able to load. Yeah, so of course the Solana ETF, which indirectly also affects Bitcoin's price and just in general the entire crypto market's price. Gary Gensler obviously leaving the SEC, some sort of a crypto czar role for the White House. FTX distributions, so a ton of great news. And at the moment, sometimes a lot of good news actually marks the top, same as that a lot of bad news can mark the bottom. At the moment, under the current circumstances, like I said, with the technical still holding up fine, with the Bitcoin premium still high and not declining, I would say we're still good to actually get some new highs. Hopefully, and I'll try to keep you updated on that. Hopefully that's with a bearish Bitcoin dominance, because then we can actually get an altcoin season. And there are some altcoins that are actually outperforming here, right? So there's definitely opportunities over the course of the entire day today. But hopefully we can see that. Overall, what I would expect from Bitcoin is that we will see some sort of a pullback during the EU session, but then levels like 98,000, potentially some sort of a level right here at 97,500, 97,000. If we do get a bigger spike down, I think we'll find support there. I think we'll consolidate, and I think we're going for 100,000 on the short term. And I'll keep you updated on that throughout the day on my X page, so make sure to follow me there. And just in general, I'll try to keep you updated through videos. But that's what I think you need to know for now. So thank you for watching. Take care and bye.